Namaste and welcome to this Hatha yoga flow to quiet the noise. So I invite you to come down to the ground and find your comfortable seat, allowing the seat bones to ground down, sitting up nice and tall, rolling shoulders down and away from the ears. When you're ready, closing your eyes. Let's begin today by taking 3 breaths, inhaling through the nostrils, and exhaling out of the mouth. Twice more, deep breath in, long breath out. Let's make this next breath the deepest breath you've taken all day. And if you like, you can give a sigh as you exhale. Letting go of anything that's happened before this practice. Letting go of anything that might be waiting for you on the other side of this practice. Your only priority for the next 20 minutes is you. So I invite you now to deepen the breath, lengthen the breath, while still inhaling and exhaling through your nostrils. And if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, that gentle ocean sound, making that restriction at the back of your throat, you can go ahead and find your Ujjayi breath. Now let's blink open the eyes. And we'll begin with a short warm-up. So bringing your hands to your knees. As you inhale, we're going to bring the chest forward and lifting the gaze, lifting the chin slightly. And as you exhale, we'll round through the spine, bringing chin towards chest. So this is a seated cat and cow. We'll do that twice more. Inhale to bring the heart space forward. And exhale, rounding, feeling the skin of the back body stretching. One last time with your breath. So inhale to come forward and open the heart. And exhale, softening, rounding. Inhale, back to center. We'll bring the hands alongside the body. Let's keep the right hand on the ground. We'll inhale to sweep the left arm up, really reaching. Then we'll exhale to lean over to the right, feeling the stretch down the left side. We'll inhale to swap hands, so the left hand grounds, the right arm reaches. Then we'll exhale to lean over to the left, feeling the stretch down the right side. We'll do that once more on both sides. So inhale, the right hand lowers, left hand lifts. Leaning over to the right. One more time on the other side. Beautiful. Inhale, both arms overhead. We'll exhale to twist to the right and then we'll bring our hands down. So my right hand's on the ground behind me. My left hand is on my knee. I'm looking over my right shoulder. Just a gentle twist to warm up here. We'll inhale to come back to center, the arms overhead again. And we'll exhale to twist to the left, bringing the hands down. So my right hand's on my left knee, my left hand is on the ground. I'm looking over my left shoulder. Awesome. On your next inhale, releasing the twist, lifting the arms up, and we'll exhale to bring the arms down. Let's come forward onto all fours. For our Virabhadrasana cat and cow. So my knees are hips distance apart and underneath my hips. My wrists are underneath my shoulders and my fingers are splayed. I'll inhale to lower the belly and lift the gaze. And then exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding through the spine. Again, chin towards chest. Doing that twice more. Inhale to lower the belly and lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Again, feeling that back body stretching. One last time with your breath. Exhale to round. Your next inhale, come into tabletop. We'll tuck the toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog. And as this is our first one, we'll pedal out through the heels. So we're straightening one leg, bending the other, alternating between the two. My head is relaxing in between my upper arms. My tailbone is lifting towards the sky. Feeling nice length in the spine. Let's go ahead and find stillness for one cycle of breath. And at the end of your next exhale, we'll bend through the knees, gazing in between your hands, and we'll make our way to the top of your mat. So you might walk to get there, you might step one foot then the other, or you might do a little bunny hop. In your forward fold, all four corners of the feet pressing down. Again, head and neck relaxing. As I inhale, I'm going to lift the body, sweep the arms overhead, lifting the arms towards the ceiling. And then exhale, lowering the arms down. So we're going to come into 2 rounds of silent salutation A. As I inhale, sweeping the arms out and up. And exhale, folding forward from the hips. Hands coming down to the ground or to blocks. I'm going to inhale to lift halfway, so my hands might slide to my shins, to my thighs, or to aeroplane arms. I'm going to exhale to bring my hands to the mat, stepping the feet all the way back, allowing my knees, my chest and my chin to the ground, hands underneath the shoulders. I'm going to inhale to press into the hands, lifting my head and chest off of the mat, elbows tucking in towards your ribs. I'm going to exhale to come through to all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, coming back into my downward facing dog. And stay here for 3 breaths. You might like to walk your feet in a little bit. It might help the heels feel a little bit more grounded. And you can bend your knees as much as you need to in this shape. Again, we just want to feel a nice long spine from the tailbone, all the way running along the spine to the crown. At the end of your next exhale, we'll bend through the knees, gaze in between your hands, making your way to the top of your mat in that forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, nice flat back, and tucking the chin so you can feel length in the back of your neck. Exhale to soften and fold. My next inhale, I rise up, bringing my arms with me. They come overhead, palms facing. And exhale, lowering the arms down, coming back into your Tadasana. Once more, inhale to sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, softly bending the knees, folding forward, head and neck relaxing. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to plant the hands, step the feet back, lowering the body all the way to the mat. The next inhale into Cobra, head and chest lifting off of the mat. Exhale to all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the hips. Again, I walked my feet in a little bit so I can help my heels to feel more grounded. Staying in your downward facing dog for 2 more cycles of breath. Then at the end of your next exhale, bending through your knees and making your way to the top of your mat in your forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale to soften and fold. Inhale to lift the body, lift the arms. And exhale, lowering the arms down, palms facing inward. Closing your eyes. And let's take a couple of breaths. Beautiful. We have a couple of standing poses now before we come back down to the earth. Let's step our right foot back. We're going to open up to the long edge of the mat. I've turned my left foot in. I'm going to turn my right foot out. We're going to come into a triangle now. I'm going to inhale the arms to shoulder level. Exhale to reach the right arm forward. Bringing the right hand down to the inside of the knee or the shin. My left arm comes up and overhead. As I inhale, I'm going to lift into a reverse triangle now. So my left hand comes to my left thigh, my right arm reaches up. I'm going to follow my right hand with my gaze. Then exhale, arms back to shoulder level, reaching the right arm forward, bringing it down towards the inside of the leg. You can turn the gaze towards your left hand if you like it. Inhale back to reverse triangle, lowering the left arm, reaching the right arm up. Then exhale, coming through into our Trikonasana triangle. Let's do that one more time. So I'll inhale to lift up my right hand towards the ceiling, left hand towards my thigh. And exhale through that T, coming into our triangle. So this right leg, keeping it kind of straight, but if you have a tendency to lock your joints, you can soften the knee, you can bend your knee as much as you need to here. My heart is facing forward. I'm going to inhale now to lift up. My arms are at shoulder level. You want to give yourself a little bit more space in the feet, between the feet here. We're going to come into our warrior two. So as we exhale, we're going to bend into that front knee, lowering the hips, gazing beyond our right fingertips. We're going to keep our right knee bent, and as we inhale, we're going to reverse our warrior. So just like we did before with the arms, the left hand comes down, the right arm reaches. Exhaling back to warrior two, so the arms are at shoulder level, you're gazing beyond your right fingertips, nice firm feet in the ground. Inhale to lower the left hand, reaching the right arm up. And exhale, coming back, wrists at shoulder level, looking beyond your right fingers. We'll do that one more time with your breath. And then on this exhale, we'll hold here. So feeling all four corners of the feet rooting down, especially that knife edge of that back foot. Pulling the pinkies back to a nice open heart. On your next inhale, we'll straighten that right leg, we'll bring our arms in, and we'll swap to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to turn my right toes in, turn my left toes out. I'm going to begin with our triangle, our Trikonasana again. So bringing your arms to shoulder level, keeping that left leg straight. I'm going to exhale to reach the left hand forward, bringing it down. Right arm reaches, you can turn the gaze towards that right hand. As you inhale, coming through to reverse triangle. So our right hand comes down, our left arm reaches towards the ceiling. And exhale, remembering to reach that left hand forward before we come down into our triangle. Let's do that one more time with our breath. Beautiful. And as you exhale, holding your triangle, and you can keep your gaze towards your left foot. That will help you feel a bit more sturdy. Otherwise, you can lift your gaze, if it feels comfortable in your neck, towards your right hand. Nice open chest, and my shoulders are stacking. On my next inhale, I'm going to lift the arms to shoulder level. Then exhale to bend into that front knee, coming back into our warrior two again. Give yourself a little bit more space between the feet. As I inhale, I'm going to keep my left knee where it is. I'm going to lower my right arm, lift my left. And exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. And let's flow twice more with our breath. Awesome. And then on this exhale, again holding warrior two. A firm foundation, our feet pressing down, pinkies back, open heart, looking beyond your left fingertips. One more cycle of breath. On your next inhale, we'll straighten our left leg, bring our arms in, and we'll step our back foot to meet the front. And we're going to stand at the top of our mat, making our way down to the ground now. We'll inhale to lift the arms, and exhale, bending, folding forwards. We inhale to lift halfway, remembering our flat back. And exhale, bringing our hands to the mat. Stepping the feet back, we're going to lift our hips, downward facing dog. We inhale to bring the knees to the mat. We'll lower the belly and lift the gaze. And exhale to untuck the toes, sink your hips back, reaching the arms forward, bowing the head, child's pose. So take one cycle of breath here. And we'll do that flow one more time. Inhaling to all fours, lowering the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale to tuck the toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling back to all fours, tucking the toes as the belly lowers, the gaze lifts. And exhale, sinking the hips back, reaching the arms forward for child's pose. We'll take 4 cycles of breath here. And in your child's pose, it might be comfortable to keep the knees closer together, or you might like to widen the knees. The arms might be reaching forward. You might like to bend the elbows and stack the hands and rest your forehead upon them. And if child's pose isn't very comfortable for you, you can always sit up with your legs folded underneath you. Let's take one more cycle of breath here. Inhaling lots of love in and exhaling lots of love out. Your next inhale, we'll lift the head or walk the hands in. You come onto our bottoms, let's swing the legs around. We're going to come to lay down on our mat. So we're going to roughly find about halfway. Lay down for our bridge, Setu Bandasana. So my feet are on the earth and I'm going to walk them in close to my bottom. My arms are down alongside the body. Head and neck is in line with the spine and that's where it's going to stay. As I inhale, I'm going to press into my feet. I'm going to lift my hips. I'm going to lift my arms as well. So they're coming overhead. The backs of the hands are on the ground. Then as I exhale, I'm going to lower vertebrae by vertebrae down through the spine. I'm going to take my arms with me so my hands come back to where they started. Inhale, pushing into the feet, quads and glutes engaging. The sternum comes up to the chin, chin towards the sky. And exhale, lowering all the way back down. We'll do that one more time dynamically. So as we inhale, pressing into the feet, hips lifted, chest towards your chin. And exhale again, lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae, the hips, hands kissing the earth. This time as we inhale, we're going to lift up and hold our bridge for 3 cycles of breath. Beautiful. One more breath in. And exhale to lower all the way back down. Once your hips meet the earth, let's bring the knees in, catch them with our hands, giving them a brief hug. As we inhale, we're going to lift our feet towards the ceiling, so we're straightening the legs. We have a soft bend in your knees. The arms go overhead just like they did in our bridge. And as you exhale, knees coming in towards your chest, catching and holding them with your hands. Pavana, Muktasana, a wind relieving pose. Twice more, inhaling, making a capital L shape with the body. So the feet towards the sky, arms overhead, and exhale, knees hugging in towards your chest. One more time, finding length in your limbs, both arms, both legs, and as you exhale, holding your wind relieving pose. So this might be comfortable for you. If you feel some compression in your hips or you simply want to just give yourself more space to breathe, you can widen your knees away from one another. My toes are coming towards each other. Beautiful. Let's take one more cycle of breath. And from here, we're going to come into a supine twist. So I'm going to leave my left knee where it is, but I'm going to send my right leg down the mat. Then I'm going to hold my left knee with my right hand, and my right arm goes out to the side. Now your arm might be straight, or if you're like me, you're next to a wall, you might need to bend the elbow. Let's take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, we're going to twist, drawing that left knee towards your right side, and then looking towards your left. We'll inhale to come back to center. nose and knee towards the ceiling. And then exhale again, coming into your twist, keeping your left shoulder on the mat. Let's do that one more time with our breath. So inhale to release the twist. And exhale to come back in. And let's hold here for a few breaths. I like to imagine the twists like I'm wringing out all the stress. Releasing any tension from the spine. And your next inhale, releasing the twist so the back comes flat to the mat. Let's bring the left arm in, the right left leg extends. You might need to recenter yourself on your mat if you wish. And then let's do the same on the other side. So left leg down the mat, right knee draws in, holding your right knee with your left arm. Right arm out to the side, we'll inhale. And then we'll exhale to twist. So right knee to the left side, looking to your right hand. Inhale to release, back flat to the mat. And exhale again to twist, keeping your right shoulder blade on the ground. If it's lifting, just back out of the twist a little bit. One more time with your breath. Inhaling to release and exhaling, coming into your twist, holding here. Your next inhale brings the back flat on the mat, sending the right leg down the mat, bringing the right arm in, and setting up for Shavasana. So you might feel comfortable to have the legs down the mat, the feet flopping to one side, or if you know that you get a bit achy in your lower back from laying down on your back, then you can bend your knees and bring your feet towards the outer edges of your mat so the knees can come together, so there's not much effort to keep them upright. The palms might be facing up or facing down. I invite you to close your eyes and take a short scan through the body, relaxing every inch, all 10 toes, your feet relaxing, lower legs softening. Relaxing any tension or gripping in your thighs. All 10 fingers relaxing into your hands. Forearms relaxing. Upper arms relaxing. Allowing your hips to ground down and feel real heavy. Allowing your back to melt into the earth beneath you. Your head resting on the earth. Softening the skin of the face. Unclenching your jaw. And drawing your awareness to your chest and your belly. Becoming aware of how they rise and fall with the rhythm of your breath. Sense of expansion every inhale. With every exhale, surrendering, allowing yourself to be held. I invite you to stay here for as long as you need. I'm going to go ahead and close the class. May your day be happy, healthy, and filled with love. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today.